And they're just going to have to wait it out. They do have the defuse kit onto food, but again, as you said, the utility is going to hold them back for a little bit of extra time. You need to find some quick trades here as well. Even though they have a man advantage, they're just so tucked away on the side of Furia. Oh, that's such a dirty position for Mabel. Well, trades do not come in. Food eventually gets a bit of a consolation prize here, but time is already ticked so far away that there's no hope of actually defusing Furia for hot starts, which, again, is a pretty limiting factor for Furia, but it's going to be really tough to do here.
Nice spray control from Yuri with the SG. We were talking at length about how that weapon probably is next on the chopping block for a nerf.
You'd imagine so. Oh, right now, we're getting into a really good position here. Nearly finds Vinny, but Cooper's there to respond. So down to 1v1. This is getting really expensive for Furia.
No doubt, and it could actually go against them. Quesarado has less HP, does have the superior weapon. Cooper with no Kevlar timing's not on his side. And Quesarado will dig them out a very deep dip.
Coming in from either Squeaky or Radio. For now, this is just Furia going by the book, making sure that they don't slip up here. Again, limited investment this round for United. They want to get on the bigger guns in the next round, have some utility to boot as well. Furia just doing things by the book here. AbleJ flashed into heaven. He's going to peer in with one of his teammates. Marky finds Vinny. That's a nice consolation prize, but with Food actually picking up that kill, it could create some tension here for Furia. They've gone down to actually, well, now just one player. It's Quesarado left all alone. He's going to find Moose through the wall. Does he know? He does not know. Food has dropped down from heaven, and all of a sudden, be bait to keep some attention towards Yard as they move in towards ramp. You can see Vinny leading the charge here. Now there is an op here on Food, and he hasn't really seen too much action. He's going to miss the first shot as well.
Oh, both their oppers are here.
Oh, that's definitely not something Furia was expecting. And this is pretty cool from EUNITED as well. They're getting aggressive once they've known that Furia's given up a part of the map, but they do get punished as well. That's Marky and Vanity down. Moose from Rafters. Mine's 1.5, and Food is able to respond. Does he know that Quesarado is heavily tagged up, though?
Probably not.
Be a bit of an issue. Obviously, just needs a pistol here, really, to finish him off.
Gonna go for the plant. 5 seconds to go.
Oh,
well
nice
read
shot
by Food. Yeah, he didn't want to take any chances. I think in amongst all the chaos, he wasn't sure if he was tagged or, you know, he didn't come around with a pistol as you'd expect if he knew he was on such low HP.
Might have been burned too many times where he's had the call. He's like, oh, yeah, I know, he's letting the position out of Food.
It is looking pretty solid for Fury, though, all things considered. Art doing a good job at Vanity's down to just 12. Plenty of grenades, though, on both teams. Last round of the half, going to be going all in. You're going to see a tussle momentarily. Good Molotov draws Art out into the open, and he has been vanquished courtesy of Marky's SG. Using it against the terrorists. Yuri has the right angle, does connect onto Moose. Now the CTs are funneling their way downstairs. The downside for Fury, though, they're both clumped together. It's one-dimensional in this defense. They're going to be trying to bait out Yuri. He's going to need to peek into this one and find these kills, gets the leg shot, but not the frag. Oh, peeks back out again. Has he done enough? Is there enough time to get this defuse? It's going to be so incredibly close, but with a millisecond to go, EUNITED will lead at halftime. Smoke, there's 2 kills down there. Make it 3. Art also pushing into lobby. Going to reap the rewards onto Vanity, but they're not going to be able to stop this bomb plan. Still going to be successfully put down. It's all on how can Food and Marky hold off the onslaught, because 4 angry Brazilians will be charging their way towards the B site. AbleJ's been cordoned off with the smoke. That was their one bit of utility left, Vendetta. This is incredibly bare now. And
there's still a smoke on Quesarado as the defuse kit as well, so they can go for a smoke diffusion, basically just put bodies in front of it. Marky's getting into a pretty good position, but he's going to get distracted for the time being. Luckily, though, Food's there to find AbleJ, and right now they're doing a pretty damn good job here. Quesarado, oh, yeah, he went for it.
The fight to get down secret. It's what do you do with that real estate.
Exactly. And this position from AbleJ is something that he's going to utilize so often. I feel like every team that plays Furia is just by default going to have to spray it. We saw Liquid doing it more and more. Leech is just really, really adamant about spamming through that position just to get them off the angle. Even if it's just for a time being, it just makes it so much easier to get onto the actual bomb site. And EUNITED have been down here for quite some while, but Haven't really committed to anything yet. Now the smokes and Molotovs are going to go down to give them a bit of an avenue to potentially get a bomb plant. Instead, it's going to be Quesarado pushing through. That's a bomb dropped.
Oh, why is the bomb carrier in control room? They need him at the spear point, pushing through onto the site. Cooper, solid work with the AWP, but 15 seconds, no more room for error, and there's a player in decon. He's planting safely, though, and now has heard the decon door open. He knows where one of the last two remaining Brazilians are. It's all about where is Yuri. Does connect the shot, but it's only going to be Vinny. Sent down to 26 HP. He can continue to be a nuisance. Cooper misses on the second time. Moose, beautiful headshot delivered to Vinny.
Molly.
He has the positional advantage. There is a Molotov too, as you say, and no smoke for Yuri. He's going to have to try and draw out Moose. He doesn't seem to want to throw this Molotov just yet. Here it comes. That should be round done. Yuri can't get onto the site. Lands a hell of a shot, though. This is going to be very close. He's picked up the kit. He's going to have it done. Yuri's pulled off the clutch. Yuri goes 13-8 in the lead.
This time, though, a bit of a different look. Vinny posted up in the side stairs towards Decon. He's going to net a real quick shot onto Vanity.
A solid smoke as well. He can change his angle, and they don't know if a second player is helping him out. So EUNITED have to try and change their direction of attack. Shimmy across to Abel J, who's going to stand tall. 2 kills. Food low off the back of Vinny's spray. Has not been finished off just yet. Now he has. Vinny goes in to finish off what he started. And Moose, with 35 seconds, has to retrieve the bomb in a very awkward position in vent. And Vinny can play up close with this M4A1S. You're not going to expect him to be in this corner, but does still land the shot. It's at the cost of 93 health as a bullet rattles off his forehead. And Quesarado is waiting for the scraps.
This is an issue. They still haven't gotten down to lower, and we've seen them when they've gotten control of it. They've still been slow. So Marky, he's going to put pressure on through main.
Oh, Vinny. Oh, he does actually go for the pre-fire and lands the headshot, but Vinny still bounces back with 2. What a strange passage of play. And now Art onto Moose. It looked possible for EUNITED, but Furia will convert on their choice of map.
That's one of those half-hearted peeks. He just does it because it's customary. You know, everybody does it. Doesn't expect to actually find Vinny behind there. Man, you know, Furia do bring it back. Just at the point where EUNITED looked like they were onto something good. But yes, as expected at the end of the day for the first map. Now we're going to be going into Overpass, which is EUNITED's home turf. Definitely a map they feel very comfortable on. And I mean, I think we saw positive starts here from the side of EUNITED. I don't think all hope is lost just yet.
Sure, their T-side was rough, there's no doubting, but their tenacity to come back from a 6-0 deficit and to or perked into connector, so they can't be entirely sure as to what's coming up for Furia. It seems like they're just going to sit here, then, and wait for an over-rotation for Furia, and then elect to go on to B again.
To be fair, I'm not opposed to that idea. If you've watched Fury play, you know that they like to go for information plays, whether it's warranted or not. So just being patient here can definitely do you a lot of good. See, it doesn't look like they've opted in for that Furia. They threw out their aggression, all the aggression they wanted early on. Just a lot of back and forth. Seem to be happy about that. Still a Molotov on Moose. See, he's lining it up right now. And away they go. Flashes go over as well.
Yuri, close range with the USP. Takes down both Moose and Cooper. Vanity living on borrowed time, delaying the inevitable. He will get Yuri with him. Won't get punished either, only loses a slight amount of his health. Has found Marky, courtesy of Yuri, sacrificing himself, bodyguarding the AWP. And Moose is pretty much on an island alone. His 2 teammates are nowhere near him.
Yeah, seeing if he can just find any sort of pick towards the B bomb side. Gets denied, though. And Art just continues running around on the map, and it's just complete mayhem. This is something he wasn't allowed to do versus INTZ. And so far, EUNITED have no answer for it. Drops down to smoke as well. He knows Moose is over towards that part of the map, and even deals with food. So even if Moose is able to deal with him eventually, damage has already been done. Quesarado there when needed.
See, that's such a good read of Sid. First times that we've had to say that, Art has consistently been on top of that encounter.
Really has. It seemed like EUNITED might be learning. They're beginning to believe. Although you could see hefty rotation over here. 3 players from Furia over on this A bomb side. And this is one of the things that INTZ was able to abuse a whole lot. Needs to go out. Seemingly set up as a fake, though. Not committing off of the initial barrage of nades. There we go. Into the depths. Cooper's going to find one frag, but it's still favorable trade for Furia here. That's until Moose chimes in as well.
They needed more from Keserato in that position to at least get the one kill. Abel J on the outskirts of the smoke, the Molotov behind him, but he's able to come in with one. No more. 25 seconds. Moose needs to make a decision and stick with it, and it looks like he's picking wrong. He's going towards A. This is where the Brazilians currently reside, and you can see from his perspective, he's shaking, he's wobbling. He's going to be moving towards the site. Now there's a player to his left-hand side. It's going to be Keserato. He can hear the footsteps, but the bomb may be getting planted in amongst it. Here comes the knife. He's trying to shank himself a kill, and Yuri with the AWP. Moose must be devastated. How the heck? And it's not going to yield a kill. There's a lot of footsteps that Vanity's hearing. Only the one frag that he's able to claim for his team, however. But they're going to make a dart for the B bomb site. There's a smoke here to greet them, flashing over. They have no idea what's on the other side of this smoke. For all they know, there's two players with a crossfire established. Not quite, but now they're starting to move into position. Another smoke has been placed down. Abel J can focus on short. The AWP ripping, tearing, going through all the terrorists, single-handedly locking down the site. Although Moose has a few things to say about that. Takes the charge at Furia, dishing out his own damage, and he knows where Keserato is. It's an aim duel, and Moose comes out clutch again. So a raw retake is imminent, and it's going the way of the Brazilians. Convincingly so. Cooper, try as he may, valiantly with 2 kills, can't get the clutch. Still plenty of time if Fury decide to back away and get into connector, but I think they've just given it up. Vanity spots the player darting back onto the short side. Now, they may try and play the mind games and fake as if they've gone for a rotation. Now, they're showing their hand. They're smoking. They're setting up a play. They're going to be charging straight down onto the A side. It's a pretty big Molotov. It's going to stall a little bit longer. Moose, in the meanwhile, spraying through the smoke, connects the headshot. And the round seemingly going neatly now towards EUNITED, unless Yuri can pull off something masterful, spraying through the smoke. And Abel J now one-on-one with Food. There's not much time to play with. Food can just install this as long as possible. He has no idea which angle he's coming from.
Man, Food was not aware of it at all, that anyone can be that high up on short. Well, gets away with the life and a kill. He gets splashed down. Doesn't do quite the job, though. Even though it does get information, it's a lot of ground gained for Furia.
A bit fortunate to get the kill, but they did run straight into a flashed up spray. Vanity able to trade 1 for 1. And here comes Moose on the flank. He's so cool-headed in these situations, but he can't get the spray transfer. And that's going to be 3 match points, 3 elimination points if you are EUNITED. They've got to win the... Might be it then. This could be United bowing out of the American minor.
Might be Arch tucked so far into the side as well. It's going to be really difficult for Marky to actually get out here and deny anything at all. Tries for the 1 dig, doesn't connect. I don't think he has any idea that Art might be this far up.
We have seen, though, in previous rounds, this man is quite the menace with the Desert Eagle. He has some crazy deagle aim, and he's going to have to dip back into that pocket and pull out some magical trick if they're going to stay in this tournament. Marky can't get anything to stick, and Furia live to fight another day. However, EUNITED, they're done.
They are. That's the brutal realization that they have to come to terms with. And Furia, they live on to fight another day, or say another couple of hours. At the very least, they will have another best of 3, and they'll get a chance at toppling Luminosity in another best of 3 series. And you can see Guerri giving a well-deserved hug to Keserato, who's definitely one of the shining lights here for Furia on Overpass.
Yeah, Yuri too definitely deserves a lot of the plaudits, and Art's
absolutely
strange, very difficult to counter play style, which I know caused a lot of issues. I mean, you even saw from the face cams of the players, some of their reactions to being killed by Art was just complete disbelief and frustration.
And that's what set them up for such a strong start. 6-0 once again for Furia, and United constantly being in a position where they have to battle back, so tough to deal with. And then you have, you know, I guess the traditional mistakes that any sort of inexperienced team is going to have, right? In these kind of